Welcome to Crescent City with your hosts Natalie Jean and Jackie Zabrowski.
This wig is the only wig I have that has too big for my head, and I don't know why.
Whoa. Maybe you got head shrunky disease?
Wow, that's what we're starting with, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to save my gold for the beginning of the episode.
Really good.
We got little head. We got tiny
But
head
just in
syndrome.
this wig, just for this one
Just this
wig.
one time. So it is temporary. So honestly, everybody, calm down.
Yeah, please calm down.
Because I am starting to look at you and I'm like, oh, is she a Q-tip or is she a dragon?
I don't have it secured that well, so you may see my forehead progressively get longer and longer.
You better not, or else everybody's going to flip out. There's something wrong with her head.
I feel like it's more I'll just get internet trolls making fun of my face.
No. Five head. I'm giving you it.
I was called that.
I also was called that.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think you have a big forehead.
I appreciate that. But apparently it's like a billboard magnet for bullies.
Yeah, they really love that. I did make out with the guy who said that to me in my late teens.
Did you say, who's the five head now? As you like hit him in the head with your head?
I think it's more that at the time I didn't feel like I was valuable, and so
Let's unpack this, Natalie.
that shit that they used to like the nig them thing works with teenagers, which is why those guys like teenagers quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because teenagers are like, yeah, you're right. You're so cute now. For whatever reason that I'm feeling that I should kiss you. I love this.
Also, it was the big hats. Remember, wasn't that a part of the game? It was like, put on a big hat. That girl's definitely gonna fuck you.
I don't know, but that sounds right.
It was like part of like the stunting part of it.
The fedora of it all.
Yeah, and I also, honestly, MJ and I were just talking about this. Would you, in this day and age, dude shows up, let's say, I don't want to say first date, I want to say third date, shows up and you're at dinner and he's got a top hat on. Do you fuck with that? Like, are you into, like, is that something where you're like, oh, very Dickensian, ooh, interesting?
I think I'd be more like, what's up with the hat?
Would you bring it up? You would
Yes.
immediately be like, why is that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't be
think
mean.
so.
I would just say, what's going on with the hat? That's interesting.
Wow. Interesting choice.
And then see what his answer is.
It was like the person I went on the date with that had a monocle, and I did ask if it was prescription, and he said no. And I said, then why have it?
Also, even if it was prescription, get out of here.
What is a person supposed to do if only one of their eyes needs the prescription, Natalie?
Get lenses where one lens is the prescription, the other one isn't.
Okay, with your newfangled internet trying to bring me answers to my questions.
Isn't it just annoying to hold a monocle in your eye if you don't have to?
I guess that, or do you get like you start bragging about how tight your face is?
Like,
because
was he holding it the whole time with his face?
No, he was gesticulating with it, which also, again, then you have something in your hand the entire time, but he also had his accent cane as well that he also didn't need.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's a lot of
information. It only
information.
took me till, I think, the second date to find out that the cane was not needed. And then I realized, it was like, oh, that's just a choice?
He just loves accessories.
Which, go off, King. But, and I think that next year, I have been thinking a lot about doing, I try to do fashion trends for a year. I try to stick with it. And we were talking about maybe 2026 is, before you leave the house, put 25% more on. More accessories.
Oh, sure.
I want to up my accessory game.
I feel like we don't need to use people's disabilities as accessory pieces, though. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean my back brace is going to really shine in Vogue?
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like
no one sees it. They don't know I have it on, but they know I'm always uncomfortable.
She just like has the it factor. She's like,
ooh,
it's my back brace.
It's my back brace. It could be. Bitch, go off.
I love that you're going to be in Vogue next year.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than like the Merkin underpants.
Why not? Why haven't put it on?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Underneath.
add a Merkin to the back brace, and it dangles down. It's like a double piece.
Oh, so
Skins.
it's a chest piece.
Yeah, it's a chest piece that goes down to make you Winnie the Pooh, but then not Winnie the Pooh.
But you have pants on also.
Yeah.
I say leave people confused about how your body works with your clothes.
Where are the holes? Nobody knows.
Does she have functions around herself somehow? I don't know.
It's not for us to know.
No, it's not. Oh, where are we?
Ugh, the mysteries of woman.
Speaking of the mysteries of woman. Actually, we're not.
No, Bryce Quinlan does keep lying, though.
No, but we did have a mystery of a woman at the end of last episode, which was Hypaxia showing up at the frat house. We don't know why. And we're not going to find out why just right yet, because at the beginning of chapter 52, we're back with Tharion. So we're kind of catching up with everybody after the submarine adventure.
Okay.
So now we're with Tharion. He is back with the River Queen, having reported the intel that he has received from his little underwater adventure. Some of the intel. He's not going to have her tell her everything.
He can't tell her everything.
No. He should. I wish he was giving her a kiki about the sex that he was like, and then they like closed the entire biodome off and like, it was crazy in there. Like they recorded the sound.
It was nuts.
No, he's not telling her fun stuff.
See, that's what... It's like not fair because as a River Queen, I feel like nobody's sitting down and telling you the goss anymore.
Well, if she would be more fun, people would. She's being a big old bee.
Mm-hmm. Undersea bee.
Undersea bee. The River Queen is contemplative as he explains everything that happened, and she is currently in her seat of river oysters. I do love that her thrones are all just different things of the sea or river. Just like coral and then just like a bunch of oysters are holding her up.
Although I guess it's not even, what would it just, I feel like it would just be like snakes, like water moccasins.
What?
What happens in a river? I don't know the difference between a river and ocean. I mean, I know like I understand what it is body of water wise. I just mean what's in it.
Is the water different shapes?
I don't know what happens down there. I just know sometimes there's like the sinkholes there could be under a lake or under a river. Right? Or is that only under a lake?
I mean, there's sinkholes in the ground, too.
Oh, sinkholes are for everybody.
Oh, God.
Oh, not just for underwater.
I don't know if that's sweet. What about snakes, though?
I was thinking about water moccasins, and maybe water moccasins are like they're a big threat in Florida. Maybe not everybody's always thinking about water moccasins.
But are you thinking about it as her throne?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like what she's going to sit on.
They just configure into a chair?
Yeah.
That's fun. All right, sure.
But also maybe they like change and transform into her clothes sometimes. I feel like that's what happens with the Medusa.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
with a
fun.
Gorgon, that every once in a while the snakes want to come out to play.
That is
and
fun.
not just turn people into
it's not
stone.
always sexual. God. I'm really going to try not to be yanking on this wig the whole time. I'm sorry, everybody. So she's sitting there taking in all of the information that he's given her. It's turned out, because Tharion was so embarrassed he didn't know about the submarine technology, but it turns out that these big underground cities of the Ocean Queen are also news to the River Queen. She didn't know about them either, and she's like, not happy about it.
My bitch sister's doing what now?
Yeah. So, in fact, she seems downright incredulous that her sister's people have chosen to tell Tharion about the technology and not her.
Technically, River Queen, even though you think he's not, he is like the head of your communication. Like, he should be the one that they're telling.
You should have kept his head of communication out of my daughter.
Whoa! He put it right inside her.
So yeah, she's really mad. He tries to remind her that the only reason that they told him is because they had to rescue him in an emergency. And
emergency.
That's just the normal word.
It's just the word.
But I guess you could hyphenate.
Yeah,
it.
you say mer.
You say it like that. Yeah.
Did he say it to her like that? And she's just like, Jesus Christ, this is why I don't trust you. This is why.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
why?
like, here we have it.
You had to say that?
But she's like, when he says that, he tries to say that, like, sort of, it's just because they saved me. And she goes, yeah, but they could have killed you. As if to say, well, that's what I would have done if you learned about my technology. So that's rough. The River Queen posits that her sister is intending to use them to take the River Queen's kingdom. She's like, why didn't she tell me? Is it because she wants my river? Tharion thinks that, he doesn't say this, but he doubts the ocean cares about their dumb little river.
Oh, man, being a queen and having your sister also be like a competing queen
Of like a bigger body of water.
that has got to say, you're never going to be as important as she is. I mean, the ocean's like, we know a fraction about the ocean. And think of all of the secrets she has. But I bet she's hotter too.
But sometimes you can just be like, well, my river's doing a lot better than your giant ocean because you can't control the entire thing, and there's trash everywhere.
Yeah, and Cthulhu's and
better.
stuff, and like stuff that you probably can't even.
You don't even know what's in the bottom. You don't even know what's in there. So you could argue that side. He tries to change the subject away from this whole thing, asking if he should continue to search for a meal, which he kind of is giving something away unintentionally there, because she's like, why wouldn't you keep trying?
Looking for him.
Because he didn't reveal that there was any discussions about a meal at all. She's like, go and find him, dummy. This has nothing to do with the intel, is right? So he's like, oof, yeah, I better go and look for him again. And so he gets to leave. He makes his exit and he swims to the surface, appearing above the water near the wolf side of town.
He'd finished tugging on the clothes he'd left in a nook of the quay near Moonwood's river gate when wings rustled on the walkway above him. He peered over the stone rim to find Athalar standing with crossed arms.
We need to talk,
said the Umbra Mortis.
So that's something, we'll find out what that means. But we're going to cut back over to Ruhn now, which we're picking up from the end of the last chapter, who is staring at his maiden.
You rang.
Hypaxia. Well, she rang.
Yeah, ring that bell, and then you marry me because you're subjected to.
Yeah, she doesn't really want it, but they kind of seem to have to be.
I mean, we're both hot. I bet we'll have a good time at some point.
She is showing zero interest in Ruhn. I think Ruhn would be down.
Yeah, because she's a fucking gorgeous ice queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we're back with Ruhn staring at his maiden Hypaxia, who has surprised him at his front door. He admires her beauty and note that she's smiling kindly, so it doesn't seem like it's an aggressive visit.
Whenever I'm smiling kindly, I smile with the least amount of my face as possible.
That's kind? You saying that's your kind smile?
Yeah, you don't see it very often, do you, Natalie?
I guess not.
You should think about your life choices.
What am I doing wrong? Tell me.
I don't know. You're not making me smile. That's for damn sure.
Oh, God.
Not properly.
Well, yeah, just put on the pile of people I'm not making smile.
Yeah,
a lot of people,
this badass bitch over here.
Don't want to hear my thoughts on politics,
Hell
but yet I
yeah.
keep saying them. So he lets her in.
The witch touched a knot in the wood on her broom. It was a stunning piece of art, every inch of its handle carved with intricate designs of clouds and flowers and stars, each twig in the base carved as well and bound together with golden thread.
I feel like this is something Jeff could make.
Yes, I definitely think he could. But also, I would really love it if he could make me a workable broom that I also could transform into like a sexy, busty brooch so that everybody knows that it's like I'm so powerful, but also I put tits on my broom as well.
That might take some workshopping. I don't know how the technology would go for that.
He can do it.
Remember those little things you used to get as a kid where it looked like a little pill and you put it in the water and it expanded?
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
It would be like that, except it would be the opposite of that. So if we could do...
Dry it out.
Yeah, dry it out.
I remember getting one of those as a kid, like a really young kid at like a Christmas party, and it was a dino egg, and I was so scared. My parents were like, "We're gonna go open the egg," and I was convinced it was gonna be a real dinosaur, and I was like, "No, don't do
that." Although now, if we thought it was a real dinosaur, I'd be like, "Fucking open it."
I know.
Let's see. It goes.
Let's burn everything to the ground.
I can be its mother. Let it suck my milk.
Oh God. So yeah, it shrinks when she touches the broom. It shrinks into a little brooch, which she pins to her dress, which is so cool. She tells him it's a bit of witch magic. He thinks it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet. Before
Before they can continue, Hypaxia notes the dragon lady in the room with some surprise.
Whoa!
Yeah, could you tell? This is I'm wearing an artistic interpretation of the dragon.
You were Ariadne.
But I'm not. I'm kind of half her because this is my dragon scales, but like my face is not a dragon face.
I mean, the whole thing with Ariadne is that she looks like a human, but like you can see the scales and the magic that surrounds. It's like, how do you do that in cosplay? And I think that you did a great job.
Thank you. If it was like really good cosplay, I'd be fully nude, airbrushed.
I was gonna say that. And I was going to let you know I'm already disappointed in you because you are not dedicated to this show. And it shows.
I couldn't find an airbrush pen. Is that what they're called? Gun?
I
don't know. So, yeah, she turns and sees this nude dragon woman and asks...
Probably be surprised.
If that's a friend of his. And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a friend. All the others appear and sort of gawk at the queen and her beauty.
Okay. All right. We can take this moment. Everybody get your gawking out.
I know. You have to do it. Just take a breath.
Bitch. Slay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. And, whatever you're wearing, it just breezed over and it's a nice scent.
Thank you.
Yeah. So.
It's called wig conditioner.
Oh, it smells nice.
Thank you.
Ruhn thinks about how she has shown kindness and bravery, but doesn't seem the slightest bit thirsty for him. So she's kind of got it going on. I'm like, this isn't a bad deal, but also, except she's not giving me any vibes or.
Also, Ruhn, it says a lot about you that you're like, I mean, I would. She definitely don't want it, but I still would.
Hey, it's good to know. It's good to have inventory, just in case. And it seems like Ruhn's a little bit surprised that a woman doesn't find him attractive. And he's like, oh, huh. Occasionally it's going to happen.
And of course that makes him like her more because we're all fucked in the head.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He introduces all the degenerates in his house to her, feeling a bit embarrassed about the state of everything there. It's a frat house. She looks around, obviously a little taken aback by the situation.
I thought you were a prince.
And not even in like a snobby way. I think she wasn't expecting him to be living like the 20-year-old, you know?
Yeah. You're a little old for it.
And also, like, it's even if you don't want fancy things, you could like repair the broken couch. You know what I mean? Like,
you have the money to bring in somebody to at least clean it up.
Yeah. But it's almost like it's a display of his turmoil inside.
Oh my God.
He's really deep.
So deep.
That's what I always think when I go into disgusting houses.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, this man is so deep.
Unfortunately, I did think that was a young
mattress
person
on the
again.
floor. He doesn't even need a bed frame.
He's chasing his goals.
Oh my God, I love this for him.
I mean, I lived as a degenerate myself. I can't say anything.
I
lived like in shitholes, so who am I to say? But
you're allowed to say it though.
So yeah, he's a little embarrassed about it, and she's kind of like, "Oh, wow, your house, huh?"
Interesting.
He curses himself when he notices a half-smoked mirth root blunt on the coffee table.
Oh God, how hot would it be if she just walked over to it and fucking sparked it, and it's just like, and then he's just like goosh, 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 goosh.
It's a funny scene where he tells Ethan mind to mind to get rid of the blunt. Then Ethan rushes at it and he tells him not till she's not looking, and then he has to play off the reason he randomly lunged at the table.
Ethan, have like a second of cool, bro.
It's very fun. That's the kind of scene I want to see. Because they don't know they're having a conversation, and so he's just like, so that I want to see
as if she wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, okay,
all right. And Hypaxia asks to speak with Ruhn in private. Ethan helps her usher the others out of the room, preventing Flynn from saying something mortifying on the way out, as he obviously wants to. So leaving Ruhn and Hypaxia alone in the gross living room, he watches her sitting on the stained and dirty couch and cringes. But he tries to play it off, waiting for her to... she's being nice to him. He's feeling ashamed of himself.
Sorry. Yes, we're not trying to fuck, Jackie. You have to get into the mind of a character that doesn't want to have sex with Ruhn, the High Prince of the Valbaran Fae.
Curious. Makes you think. What's that mean?
Thinking? I don't know. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it? So she is still coming in seemingly on a friendly basis. So he's like, yeah, enjoy this couch that I have here that's definitely clean.
Just imagine her sitting, being like, as she goes like on all the things,
pretending like she doesn't notice.
Okay,
thank you. I love your candle.
Wow,
that you put here.
Choices were made in here, huh? Or lack thereof.
So he tries to play it off, waiting for her to start speaking. She begins to ask him a favor. She tells him that she's going to be staying in town for the mating ceremony of the archangels, the equinox ball thing. Like, everybody's coming in. And she feels, however, while she's there, that she needs an escort, or in other words, a security guard. He asks if everything's okay. She seems hesitant to talk about it, though she does disclose that she has inherited her mother's coven and she doesn't trust them.
That's just cool. All of that is
It is, but your own coven?
I know, man.
That's supposed to be your coven.
What are you supposed to do? What do you do when your own community kicks you out?
It's hard, though, when you do the lineage stuff. It does make sense why sometimes you're not trusted, because what? You just get this because your mom had it? Like, I understand why royalty is kind of gross, you know? And
I think it's fine. I think it's good for one person to have all the power, because then it like takes away any of the confusion.
And then when the next one's born, they don't have to try or like become empathetic or learn about the world. They just have it already.
Well, they're spare.
Or they're a spare.
They have. What are you just? I'm thinking about what I could get.
I technically think that Hypaxia is the spare when we get down to it.
Bitch much? Okay, Ariadne, get back in your fucking ring.
Well, we're about to find out what I mean by that.
I probably could afford you if I wanted to.
Whoa.
Buy you.
You can't afford
I'll
this.
buy you.
Oh, you can't. Trust
Imagine
me.
the two of them going head to head, though. Yes.
Watch that sexually or non-sexually. Either way.
Yeah.
So she's revealing to him a kind of a big secret, that she is not trusting of her coven, like even to the point where she's worried about her safety. She explains that while the witches were loyal to her mother and loved her mother raised Hypaxia. So Hypaxia's mom was a great coven leader, right? But she became a little bit of a helicopter mom and raised Hypaxia in solitude. And it made her not super prepared for this diplomacy role. She then reveals that even her tutors couldn't help her become socialized because, why? They were all dead.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Wow. Good.
Could other people see your ghost teachers, or was this something that you
were they alive when they
experienced?
taught you?
Yeah, did they become ghosts or?
Oh, you're not going to explain it? Okay. Good. I feel like, though, it makes sense. Hypaxia's given homeschooled.
She was homeschooled.
It's what it is. It's not her fault. She's just like,
she's almost a little bit unschooled.
Yeah.
Which is the extreme version of homeschooling. And
I'm like a child called it.
Oh, God. Oh,
Except
no,
they
that's not
called me
good.
a child called shit. Because I'm the second one and nobody cares about me.
Is this from Harry's book?
Yeah, he called himself a child called shit. I'm Prince Harry, child called shit.
He's still more handsome.
Yeah, he is. He can never take that away from him.
No. Charles, no, what's the older one's name?
William.
William, he had a couple years where he was very handsome.
Very hot.
And then he became British.
He got Charles down.
He got real British.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hypaxia was raised in solitude, away from the coven, away from everyone. She was homeschooled.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm broken. It's not my fault.
I mean, she was homeschooled by ghosts, which seems like a lot.
Also, though, every time you hear more about Hypaxia, talk about, like, she's up there for me with, like, a Jessica of, like, and Fury of yes, it's everything is just another bot. Check, yes, want.
Super cool. Don't know if that's the best person to lead a group.
Yeah.
But they needed to an extent, Hypaxia's mother needed to keep her in this world because she was showing these necromancy capabilities as a kid that we've learned a little bit about. So they needed the dead to teach her. She admits that while her tutors were good to her and taught her well, they made her a little weird.
I'm not like the other girl.
A little Lydia Dietz coded.
Yes.
The witches don't care for her spooky skills.
Which is crazy. It's like, bitches, I'm too powerful for you, witches.
That, and also her father's side is of flame and shadow, and the witches are earth and blood.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also the idea of, like, you're in a different party.
Different power source. It's a whole different, it's a different ballgame.
Yeah. So Ruhn tries to decipher all of this. He asks her, like, questions. Because he wants to know. He's curious. He's asking her questions.
Cute.
He knows the leadership of the witches to be passed down. If they don't want you in the position, who else could possibly do it? She reminds him of her older sister, the Hind.
We're nothing alike.
They're not alike. He's like, wait. They would prefer the Hind to lead them? Hypaxia explains that they would likely want to install her as a formality, but her mother's advisor, like her head advisor, would actually take on the leadership role. So she'd be more like a figurehead. But still, she's a horrible person. She continues that there seems to be also what I interpret as discrimination going on, that the witches seem more comfortable with the idea of the Hind because she looks like their mother. In other words, pale and blonde.
Oh.
Boo.
Also, I can get a wig. Let's discuss this.
No, don't change yourself.
Like her. I'll definitely change myself.
No, don't do that.
Give me an opportunity. I'll shed any piece of respect I have for myself.
You don't want to be the leader of the coven, do you?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. She also tells him that the witches would be more comfortable with a half shifter than a half necromancer. I guess even if the shifter is evil.
Think about that for a moment.
Crazy.
But they're thinking about where their power source is coming from.
And weirdly superficiality things.
Yes. They don't trust me.
Yeah. So Hypaxia says that she considers Ruhn a respectable male and that she feels as though she could trust him with helping her. He points out that it would also make sense, since they are betrothed, that it would be seen as a possessive kind of bro chud move that would actually work in their favor publicly. Like, oh, he's just forcing this protection on her because he's like, mine, this is my property.
Right. And no one would think like, oh, there's something going on with this.
She smiles and agrees with him. He chances reaching out to touch her hand and assures her that they will protect her. She pats it, which is like so rough. That's like a grandma thing you do, like, oh,
great.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
And I do love, honestly though, because you never see this with Ruhn because everybody wants to fuck Ruhn. And I love this for him.
Oh, yeah. He asks how she feels about sunball players at the end of this chapter, or at the end of the section right before we cut back to Tharion. So it seems as though he's about to ask if Ithan can be her security guard. Then we cut back to Tharion. He and Hunt are walking through the old square and pause near a fountain depicting Augenis. Hunt tells Tharion about his earlier meeting with Celestina, where she has tasked him with going through data regarding the demon sightings. So he's bringing back this thing that she gave him as a task for the day. Hunt hands his phone to Tharion, where there are series of photos from the report from Celestina. And one shows an image. It's basically like capturing CCTV footage of what appears to be a tail. He informs Tharion it appears to be the back of what is called a death stalker.
That sounds like it's fine. I'm sure it's not going to be a problem.
That'd be actually a really cute name for like a very tame, mild animal.
Oh my God, a really cute
Like a little
little
bunny.
dog. Oh my God, a little bunny or a guinea pig.
Death stalker. Oh, great. A death stalker. No, it's not a cute little thing. Apparently, they are creatures bred by the Prince of the Pit, and they are vicious. Hunt, in fact, tells Tharion that he has a permanent scar from one on his back from a fight a long time ago. And Tharion's like, oh, great, it scarred Hunt Athalar, so not good. Hunt wants to tell Tharion this so that he can have the Blue Court be aware that there might be an issue with these Death Stalkers coming through. This particular set of photos from Celestina that he's showing Tharion are from the area of Nina. So it's bad enough that the Crescent City is getting alerts. These are not creatures that you want to see on Luna and Midgard. Tharion senses, however, that this wasn't the only reason Hunt had sought him out. He dares to ask him if there has been any sign of a meal, which is a very secret underground thing they're doing, and they shouldn't really be talking about in public.
No.
Hunt reveals...
Again, you're the head of communications. Like, you should know this, Tharion. I love you, babe. But man, you're not in the right position.
No, definitely
And I ain't talking about being bent over my couch. Come on.
Woo!
Give me that tail.
Give me that tail. So... yeah, it's not really what he should be doing. Hunt reveals to him that actually he does know where Emil is right now, but he can't tell Tharion. Hunt makes it clear, however,
he was very annoying.
You don't
want him. It's actually for the best.
He should have been like, you can have him. Actually.
Yeah. Okay. Send him under the water, right? Yeah, she can have him.
So he says, I'm making this clear. You need to come up with any excuse you can to give to your queen. You are donezo looking for him. We know where he is. He's safe, and he is utterly off limits. Tharion obviously is distraught by this.
Yeah, Hunt, you think you there we go, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll put this down.
Yep. I mean, he's not definitely like that. He asks Hunt, kind of threatening, like, sure you should be telling me you have this information, that you know where Emil is? Hunt's like, okay, yeah, you want to fight me? I wrote FISHASS. That's silly. I don't even remember writing that. You want to fight me, FISHASS? Tharion starts to push back, but Hunt is like, listen, even if you wanted to fight me for this kid, I need to tell you, his powers are null. There aren't powers. He doesn't have any Thunderbird powers at all. Sophie lied. You'd be wasting your time.
Really giving all this information just out there. Just
hopefully to get, I mean, this is a himbo move for sure, but
yeah,
hopefully to get Tharion to actually stop. And they have a existing friendship before all this, so maybe he's trying to be a friend a little bit. Tharion guesses Bryce also knows where all of this is. Like, I'm sure Hunt didn't organize all of the secrecy around Emil, and he guessed correctly that Bryce also knows. And he's kind of like, well, what if I want to go question Bryce? And Hunt says he can't ask questions with no head. Tharion's like, got it, okay. But now he's like really screwed. He tells Hunt as much. He says, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. The River Queen will not care if it's not Tharion's fault.
No. Oh, no.
She will punish him for a perceived failure like this. She'll take it as like an embarrassment.
Although last time he got punished, he had to pick up like trash off the side of the road. And I feel like last time Hunt got punished, he had his wings sawed off. So I feel like in this game that we're playing, Tharion, I think sometimes you just gotta go fish.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sorry, I'm really feeling my witch bitch right now.
Do you think that Damar people go squirrel? And they hunt squirrels from underneath?
I hope not. You mean from the logs where they think that they're safe? And then they rip off their stupid little heads. Yeah. And they say, got any nuts? And they pop off their tails.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah, I hope they do.
Gone squirreling. So, yeah, he's worried about what's going to happen. He starts pacing, not knowing what to do. Hunt suggests that, well, maybe she'll just fire you, right? Tharion laughs bitterly at the idea of that. Of course, that's not going to happen. But then Tharion has a thought. He could just not tell her this piece of news.
Oh.
Not today. Maybe not even like this year. He could just keep telling her he's really searching hard for him and
just keep searching for him.
I have to be up above the water. I have to be on land. That's where Emil's not underwater. I have to keep looking for him.
Go.
Hunt laughs and agrees. And he's like, yeah, man. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we never even had this conversation.
Tharion grinned, a thrill shooting through his bones as they entered Moonwood's tree-lined streets. It was a dangerous game, but he'd play it. Milk every second of freedom he could from this. Stay above as often as he liked, so long as he checked in below every now and then.
Got any ideas where I can crash?
I think we got a big old crash pad full of sprites, full of dragons, full of mirth root, bitch. Come on by.
Where are you being?
You know, I don't know.
For the house?
I think I was being like the porch anthropomorphized.
Can you fuck it?
Yeah, you can.
We're with Ethan at chapter 53. And he's now in the room. This is shortly after Ruhn and Hypaxia have discussed this whole security thing. And then Ruhn goes, how do you feel about Sunbow players? Now they've called Ethan in to explain everything.
Oh, God. And she just looks him up and down. She's like, ugh, this? We're doing this?
He is already kind of aware what's going on because he's got wolf hearing. And so he picked up on their conversation while they were having it in the first place. And he knows he's going to be asked to watch over Hypaxia. But all he can think about is getting his hands on that big old necromancy magic to wave hi at his big brother.
Dead brother, my brother is dead, and I need to complain, and I need to fuck up everybody's life because of it.
I know it's traumatic if your sibling dies.
I'm not making fun of that situation. I'm making fun of this wolf.
This boy.
This one.
His decisions. I feel as though the brother that he's so desperate to find would think they are stupid. Stupid decisions.
Yes, I think Connor would be like, there are so many other things going on right now that you should probably pay attention to those.
So he's not going to. So he's like,
I mean, sure, if necromancy did exist and Henry did die, of course I would try to bring him back to life. And I wouldn't care what kind of version he came back with. And I wouldn't care, Natalie,
so
if
Pet
he
Cemetery
had to
style?
rip out your teeth and consume them. If that's what love takes,
wait,
that's
you're
what
saying
love gets.
You're willing to let me get ripped apart?
Yes.
Thank you. It's great.
That's your love. Like I can't be a part of this. You know, he needs your teeth to survive.
Oh, good. There's only like half of my teeth are real at this point, so I don't know what he's going to get out of it.
This is good. And then you'll be able to get big veneers.
Oh, good. I'm going to do a Cheryl Hines.
Natalie Chompers Jean.
So he's both Hypaxia and Ruhn are staring at him because he's asking about necromancy, and they've proposed the position to him. He's not saying anything about it. Instead, he asks, So you're like a necromancer and shit?
Bro, you think you're the first person that has asked me to use my necromancy to go get somebody that they love?
Can you call my brother?
Oh, we can get, I don't know where he is.
Can you find my brother?
And I have find my iPhone, but like
I can't find it on there.
Find it on it.
I need to find my brother button. Do you have one of those?
No, I guess if Henry was ripped to shreds, I probably would have some trauma.
Hypaxia, but sadly, I feel like you'd handle it better than this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hypaxia watches him with her own sadness. She senses that he wants to make contact with Connor for more than the simple sorrow. Ethan is not sure what he is allowed to reveal to her, but Ruhn cuts him off and asks Hypaxia what she knows about what happens to souls after they reach the bone quarter. So Ethan didn't know if he could tell her that or not, and Ruhn kind of jumps in Big Brother style. And
her face paled.
You learned of the second light. So she knows about it. Seems like a lot of people know and are not telling other people.
Yeah, I think it's probably not a big thing that they really want getting out everywhere.
Ruhn confirms that they have learned of it. He explains that Ethan wants to warn Connor of this truth and that Ethan and Ruhn will help her either way, but would appreciate if she helped Ethan. Have they considered what if they just dress up Flynn in a sheet and be like, I'm Connor.
Yes.
Thank you for the information, Ethan.
Workshop this. Let him go through this. Work through the trauma.
No, just don't tell Ethan. Just tell him it's Connor.
Oh, tell him it's Connor, and he would just be like, oh my God, where'd you get that sheet from?
They give them out to us after you die.
Wow, do you have a different one for every day of the week?
No, I don't. Okay, Ethan, listen.
Do you get any necklaces that match with them?
No, Ethan, we don't get necklaces. I have to tell you that I am going to go die happily ever after and stop calling me now. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Maybe it would work.
They haven't tried it yet.
They haven't. So basically Ruhn says, we'll help you either way, but she would appreciate it. Ethan thinks about how surprised he is at what a good male Ruhn is. He only had these preconceived notions about the Fae Prince before meeting him. And really here, Ruhn is acting like Ethan's big brother. He's really kind of stepping into that role.
He's good at being a brother.
It's almost like you can just face the world, the living world, and be with Ruhn can be like a companion to you in that way.
Nope, raise the dead. Never mind, raise the dead. I don't care what it does. Raise the dead for me.
Ruhn, have you ever considered putting on, like, some of Connor's clothes? Could you try them on?
Oh, God, and he just shows up at Bryce's door, dressed like Connor, being like, I'm back. Did you want to kiss me now?
No, Ruhn.
Oh, Ruhn! Yeah, well, don't show up at Bryce's house. I know you're really trying to sell this to Ethan, but I don't know if that's worth it.
Oh, God. Yeah, we all have to live in his delusion to keep him from going insane.
That's the rest of these books. It's just living in Ethan's delusion now, trying to make sure he doesn't crash out.
The Andy Richter character from 30 Rock. I don't know why I'm referencing all these movies. Shows now when I'm talking.
Yeah, you should stop that.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Hypaxia agrees to try and help Ethan. She tells him that the best chance to reach Connor is to do a ritual on the autumnal equinox, when the veil is thinnest, also known as Halloween. He looks at Ruhn watching Hypaxia and thinks about how Ruhn's lucky he got strapped to such a stone-cold fox. Then Ruhn asks how Hypaxia feels about dragons. She's like, the one here? This one?
This one?
And I'm like,
she's sitting right here, so we're gonna talk
why
about
am I
this?
being brought up?
Bring up the dragon in the room. Come on now.
Come on now. Ruhn's like, hey, yeah, you could have multiple security guards. There's maybe a way we can wiggle out of like a battle with the flame and shadow people by saying the Fae needed to take the dragon to protect the queen apparent to the witches.
So you needed to go into somebody's owned slave ring and take that?
Nobody's in the good here.
It's
Nobody's
a bit of a
in the right.
stretch.
It's quite a stretch. We cut over to Bryce, who is leaving work that evening. She has delayed going home and facing Hunt for as long as possible. So they're still in their fight, and they haven't spoken since they did the fine, I'm going to work. Fine. And so she's been at the office since then, just like...
Ooh, that's the worst when you have to go to work and then, like, you don't get any text during the day. Like, you don't have any connection during the day.
Yeah.
And then you got to go home and be like, ugh.
You had a
deal
whole
with
long
this.
work day, and you're like, now I can't even relax.
No,
when
I got to
I'm
go
home.
deal with my emotions.
So she stays so long. It's like they're going to start asking her what she's doing in there. So she's like, I got to get out of here. I got to go. So she starts to leave the building, locking up for the night, when she spots him leaning on a car, traffic and people passing by, like he's Jake Ryan from 16 Candles, still one of the hottest teen movie leads ever. Remember that scene when she walks out?
Yeah. I think that scene was burned into a lot of our memories. Just thinking of it's that move. It's the leaning on the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the leaning over, like on the wall, like up over
sure.
you. It's like there's certain moves that when like you're with someone that is like bigger than you, like that hulking kind of presence. I feel like that, and just like watching all the people move, and then just Hunt Athalar leaning up against the car,
or Jake Ryan, or whoever.
Yeah, whoever it is.
Honestly,
Jake Ryan didn't have any lightning.
Jake Ryan could have played Hunt Athalar back in the day.
Oh, back then. Oh yeah.
Ooh. I forgot.
I'm holding out for Joe Manganiello, but
I could see that.
yes, me too.
He could at least be in the world of Lunathian for sure. Somebody.
He big.
But I forgot that guy was also in Mermaids, but I looked him up after I was thinking about the actor
He
who played
did
Jake
other
Ryan.
things. Like only know him as Jake Ryan.
No, he did very little. He stopped acting quite young, but he was in Mermaids. I looked him up because I was like, oh, what's he doing now? He is 65 years old. So
How does that make you feel, Natalie?
vigorous and youthful.
God,
certainly.
Right. Jake Ryan. He's very.
God, he's so handsome.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh God, leaning on the car.
Yep.
Sorry, now I'm just looking at pictures of stills from a movie from 30, 40 years ago.
It's from 1984. So when we were watching, it was already old. Technically,
Yeah, so it was already old. So that's
we're
that's because
young.
we're very young. So we were so we were.
Yeah. No, it's so weird to think that he's 65, but okay. But he quit Hollywood actually not long after that, and he became a woodworker, which is exactly what a hunk does.
Wow.
So it works out.
Wow, he got even hotter.
Yeah. He became a woodworker. He has a beautiful wife and children, and
How beautiful.
she was a model, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
There's
beautiful.
very few photos of him available online now, but he's
Wow.
he's still got
Oh, he still
get
got it. Oh, he could still get it.
Anyway.
Oh, he could still get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the chapter.
Anyway. She notes that Hunt is wearing his backwards sunball cap, and she can't resist him in it. And methinks he knows that. He came trying to be a little seductive.
It's working.
She walks towards him, and he pushes off the car so that they meet on the sidewalk.
Oh, hey.
They do that little dance after a fight of, oh, hi,
Whoa,
hello,
hey,
oh,
hey,
yeah,
hi.
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Hey. Well, I didn't know you would be here.
That's weird. It's my job. My
definitely,
job.
Definitely new. But
She asks what he wants, and he says that he needs to look something up in the archives. She says the archives are closed. And he says, I wasn't expecting you to stay inside for so long. So they're kind of being a little standoffish still. He suggests that she can sweet talk them back into the building.
oh yeah.
So she's still kind of irritated. She does turn and lead him back towards the front of the building. She turns to question him again about what he's what he needs to study. And he gestures to the camera, tells her they can talk inside.
Yeah, Bryce.
2 hours later.
Miss Secrets over here. Yeah, I mean, think about it for a second.
So once they're in there, he explains to her that he needs to look up some old manuscripts on demons and doesn't really explain further. So she kind of gives him some distance, sets him up at a desk and kind of does her own thing for a couple hours until finally she's like, what is he doing? And seeks him out. He's still in the same spot that she sat him in, where he's looking over these texts.
Bad for the legs, though. You got to get up and move around.
Stretch.
Hunt.
Yep. She sits across from him in another chair on the other side of the desk. The demons he'd shown Tharion are a bad sign. So basically, he starts to break down a little bit about what he's learned and what Celestina asked of him. And not only are these Death Stalkers visible, it seems that there are reports of multiple of them being sighted, that they are incredibly dangerous.
Maybe they're just having a party.
Yeah.
Death Stalker party.
Their parties involve killing many people.
Who are we to judge somebody else's good time?
I feel like we can judge it.
All right, this one. We'll
sometimes.
judge this one.
Yeah, we'll judge it.
Okay.
So the last time he saw so many of them present in Lunathian had been during the attack that past spring. And it's as though they are gathering here again.
She casually extended her foot beneath the table, drifted it up Hunt's muscled leg.
And now they need a big, tough angel to dispatch them back to hell.
He slammed his legs together, trapping her foot. His eyes lifted to hers. Lightning sparked there.
Woo! So she's starting to try to seduce him, and he doesn't really bite at the flirtation, although he, is being cute. Like, this is another scene I would totally want to see. He tells her he believes it's a sign of hell's armies ramping up. So he's got her foot trapped between his knees during this. He tells her that he needs to think of a way of warning Celestina without revealing Bryce's connection to the princes. So he wants to make sure that people would be prepared if this is happening, but
Yes.
they can't reveal all of their many secrets.
No, but how do you reveal part of it without revealing all of it?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
She starts to move her foot around on his knee, and he loves them toes.
Oh, no.
He tells her he can't think when she does that. She's like, good. That's the point. But he wants to know first if the package that Fury took was dropped off safely at her parents'. She confirms that the package is safe. As they discuss the events of the day, including Hunt's meeting with Tharion, Bryce continues to trace her foot along his knees. He grabs her foot, but presses her on considering what the prince's pets are doing on their planet. So she's trying to get something going, and he's like, we need to also talk about this.
And she's like, but we need to make up, and it's the only way we're going to make up, because Lord knows we're not going to communicate our way through it.
Sorry.
Too hot for that.
Bryce contends that they can't really do anything that's too drastic unless they figure out how to rip open the Northern Rift more.
Yeah, so just fuck me instead.
Because the way that they all got through was opening of the gates last time. They don't really have this big entranceway. Hunt worries aloud that the princes are going to try to use Bryce and the horn in some way to make the rift open bigger. But he also can't ignore Bryce's seductions any longer.
Honeymoon phase.
He wonders to her how high her foot was going to go. She looks.
Just imagine her just like stamping on his dick. Like there, this is how far up.
Some gentlemen like it.
No judgments.
She looks over and suggests they check out a book in the aisle over there. He's like, okay. They walk into a more shadowy part of the archives.
Oh, yeah?
And she feels him wrap his arm around her waist from behind.
Oh.
They begin to flirt, but are also still kind of at the end of their fight. He tells her that she drives him fucking crazy. She asks if he's still mad. He tells her that he needed time to process everything she told him and that he is sorry. And honestly, I think she should have said it first.
I think she should have said it first.
But he did. But also now that he's been activated, I imagine he'll literally say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
like-
right now.
he's like,
Yeah,
I'm really sorry. I'm
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
really sorry.
I'm over it. I'm
So
over it. Who
sorry.
cares?
He began to kiss her as he explains he was hurt because he thought that they were a team. She says that they are, but that she wasn't sure that he would think a human boy was worth all of the stuff she was doing. He turns her to face him and looks her in the eye, clearly hurt by this.
You mean you think that, like, I wouldn't want you to kill a bunch of people just so one human boy could live?
It's like Greenland. Not to bring up Greenland again.
Man, Greenland did a number on the two of us. We think about it. Does anybody else think about the movie Greenland as much as just me, you, I think, and Henry?
Yeah.
The three of us think about it all the time.
All the time. And this is very similar in that many people were killed in order to save one boy. So, you know,
I'm not saying I'm not pro kid death here. I just feel like I feel like this is part of it. We should be talking about these things.
Probably.
And
also,
he shouldn't have apologized first.
No. And also, like, the reason he's hurt is that she's suggesting she wasn't sure if he thought a human life was valuable or not. And that he's very hurt by that.
Yes.
The hurt in his eyes finally gets her to say that she's sorry, that she's doubting him and sorry for not telling him. Internally, she feels really awful and acknowledges into herself that she really messed up. That's the very least you could do.
Yeah.
She breaks down all the other parts that she had kept from him. So she kind of reveals more of the information she had from him at this point. How with the adoption, Randall's son priest friend helped him forge adoption papers, that she won't be telling anyone else in Lunathion about where Emil is, and that after the shock and worry for Bryce faded that this was all happening, Ember then became super excited for a new son.
God, Ember.
That they had changed his...
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just love Ember. I just love Ember so much.
Love her. That his name has been changed to Cooper Sulago, which I'm sorry, not for any Coopers out there. I don't mean to throw shade.
I just feel like this is another thing that, yeah, I am putting this on them, that I feel like they didn't even ask him. They're like, yeah, he looks like a Cooper. I don't know. Yeah, fucking Cooper. Don't ask him.
Yeah, they don't really seem to ask for his consent on that.
No, he's 11. He barely has an opinion.
11-year-olds should be allowed to rename themselves.
Of course.
Called like Minecraft guy.
Sure. Honestly, Deathstalker. That would be, I would completely understand if Emil wanted to change his name to Deathstalker, and we would allow it.
Honestly, that's a badass name.
Yeah. And also, you don't have any powers, so you may as well have a name that sounds really scary.
Yeah, sure.
And that's why I'm going to start going by Kill Razor Bitch. That's my new name. So
You sure you don't want to workshop that a little?
I'll think about it. Honestly, I'm only going to workshop it just to see if I can find anything that rhymes.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. So she also reveals that she had worked all of this out through her own fight with her mother. Remember those scenes we saw where they were sending postcards back and forth, and she explained it was like this thing she did growing up. They had also actually learned a special code for emergencies thanks to Randall, and she was giving those codes in these postcards. All of the stuff leading up to them getting a hold of Emil was discussed through these codes.
I feel like Sophie and Emil should have done the same goddamn thing, but maybe Sophie was too busy to teach him any kind of code words. Or
I don't know if without
secret communication.
Without military training, how do you learn how to teach a code system?
You look at a Morse and you get a Morse. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Hey, Natalie, I need a cup of milk.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I said it with Morse.
Said it with Morse?
Yeah, it's dots. It's dots.
If anybody knows what she actually just said, please let us know. So, he's so impressed by her dastardly skills that he tells her he loves her, even though she's crazy and, quote, shady as hell. That's all Bryce needs to hear before she drags him into another episode of dudes grappling with erotica.
Honk, honk. Give me it, give me it, give me that dick. Is that the theme song? Is there a theme song for dudes grappling with erotica?
Well, there is now. It's that sound right. So after a scene that I personally enjoy very much.
Yeah.
That you'll hear. We are back with Ruhn, who's asleep and being called by Day. So they finish out their library situation.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, their archive situation.
Yes.
And then we cut back over to Ruhn. He had fallen asleep in the living room as all of the sleeping arrangements are kind of still being figured out with all of these new roommates they have. So he was like just like passed out on his couch when he was.
Oh my God. He'd be like, it's my fucking house. You guys sleep on the couch. But you know what? He's too good for that. He wouldn't do that.
It's too good. And he is fast asleep when he hears Day calling to him. He opens his eyes to find himself on the bridge. And he says, "Hey," when he spots her on her now always present couch across from his. Their last interaction had been a little awkward, if you'll recall, where he had laid his head upon her lap. And then she got spooked by something when he came near her. Day is business day, apparently, and immediately launches into updates. She has intel that Hypaxia is going to go after both the Veneer and the rebels she believes have infiltrated and are opposing her after the debacle on the island. What if Day is Hypaxia?
Oh my God.
Pippa's secretly a Veneer.
Pippa's against her own doings? Man, ain't that a woman for you? Huh?
Voting against her own interests.
Yeah, these women out here. That's why you gotta tell them what to do.
Yep.
They can't choose for themselves.
No. So, no, anyway. Obviously, it's not Pippa since I just gave it as an option. But Day says Pippa is planning on something really big and really violent. She asks him to pass this information along to those he works with in Crescent City in case her attack is planned for their, area. He asks how Day knows this information, and she tells him that it is none of his concern.
I mean, it's a little bit of my concern.
But at the same time, she's not supposed to be revealing stuff.
No, she just needs to share the information that is necessary.
And he's asking it on a more intimate level.
He just had his head in her lap. I mean,
know,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I think that, I think must have been at least a year before I put, of dating, before I put my head in a partner's lap. That's not, it's such a vulnerable.
Yeah, I guess I've
move.
done that. I just can't remember doing that. I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have at some point.
Everybody get out there, stick that head in the crotch of your partner tonight and see if it draws you closer to them.
Romantically, so the back part.
Yeah, back part.
Then
yeah,
you
back
move
part.
the front part for other stuff if you'd like. But
Or
that's up to you.
Whatever you do while you're down there is up to you.
Yeah.
We're not saying what to do.
We're not telling you what to do with your
Just
headband. Whoa. Don't do that over there.
Uh-oh.
So he gets sort of offended when she does that sort of cold response and asks if they're back to the cold treatment after a bedtime story.
Yeah, remember all this? There once was and she
beautiful
loved
girl.
a boy and it was on a bridge.
Yeah, she just said
Says
exactly what's happening. Are you just saying us?
Are you, writing down notes about what we do and what we say?
So she tells him to chalk that entire situation up to a moment of insanity and ouch.
All right.
But he's not deterred. He's not buying the cold shoulder bit. He tells her that he didn't see anything when he came near her because that's when she got spooked when he got too close to her face. And he's like, I didn't see anything. And I also don't even care about seeing your face. That Ruhn likes her anyway and feels like he can be himself in front of her.
He rose from his couch and crossed to hers. He leaned against the arm of the sofa, peering down at her blazing face.
See, I think you like me too.
She shot to her feet, and he backed away a step.
So she doesn't really back away. In fact, she starts to move forward towards him after she stands up. So close that their chests are bumping.
Heaving bosoms.
Mm-hmm. So they're both a little fired up, but she's harsh, telling him that this is a war where people will lose their lives. It's not an excuse to flirt. But can't you do both? This angers Ruhn. Of course he knows the cost of war. She gets angry in return, telling him he knows nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh my God.
She doesn't say that. But she's basically like, you don't know anything. She says that he doesn't understand real sacrifice. And that's a real big assumption there, Day. You don't know anything about him.
Anything about him.
He defends himself, but he feels stung by her words because he probably, it's like the kind of insult where like it's too real to how you feel about yourself, you know? And you're just like, no, oh.
That's a long sting on it.
That's got a big old sting on it.
I'll say, back that B ass up.
And partly, you know, he doesn't think much of himself. So they begin to shout at one another. She tells him, so what? Your father's a monster. So is mine. Then if he doesn't heed caution, he will end up giving away his soul, even end up dead. Ruhn says, so?
He shrugged.
I'm nobody,
he said. It was the truth. Everything he was, the worth by which the world defined him, it had all been given to him by pure luck of being born into the right family.
And again, this is a self-awareness that if Neba Bibi had that self-awareness would be a very healthy thing. And then you can work off of that. And so this isn't even a bad thing to say he was born into the right family and that he kind of feels weird about that. Because then you can develop yourself on top of that. But Nepo babies never feel like that. They're always just like, I am special. I am the most special that's ever been.
But it's why all Nepo babies should be eternal. Because then it gives them to like, they're like 200 or 300. And then they can be like, oh,
no, God.
maybe I'm the problem.
Oh, God.
They just need more time to stew.
I would only allow that for Vivian, Elon Musk's daughter. That's the only one that should be allowed. So he feels about 2 feet tall after her kind of calling him out in a way she didn't even probably mean to, but it's like a cut to the quick of him. And he thinks about how even Bryce had kept her power secret to give him a false sense of importance.
Oh, now you're just going down the bad brain rabbit hole.
He's getting bad brain for sure. Everything had come from a name alone. He thinks about how worthless he really is. He wonders who he even is.
Not a king. His father wasn't a fucking king either. Not in the way that mattered.
Message received,
he said today.
Night.
Ruhn opened his eyes. The living room was dark, the TV off. Ithan presumably long gone to sleep. Ruhn turned over on the couch, tucking his arms behind his head and staring at the ceiling, watching beams of headlights drift across it from passing cars. Who the fuck was he? Prince of nothing.
No, Ruhn! You're the prince of my loins!
Maybe you're the king of wishful thinking!
Whoa.
King of wishful thinking!
I'll pretend my shit's not sinking. Tell myself I'm over you. King of wishful thinking.
He's just singing
I'm trying
that.
to harmonize with you.
I was singing as he's watching the headlights drift.
Oh, Ruhn. You're the prince of my pants.
We'll fix you.